Good day and hello, race fans. Trackmaster Rob, Long Shot Lou from Run Fast, the premier information site for the Triple Crown races and the Breeders' Cup Series. We are back. We like the bad boys of racing. We are back. Did y'all miss us? We missed y'all. We are here to do the Breeders' Cup and to give y'all our long shots, our picks, and see if we can go undefeated. Because as you very well know, we hit all the Triple Crown races with all long shots. So Rob, it's good to see you, man.
Oh man,
how you been?
Good to be back. I've been okay. I've been handicapping, so I'm ready to pick some long shots for the people.
So Breeders' Cup is in Del Mar, and you know that's in Bobby B's backyard. So you know B's gonna be trying to recoup some of that money that he lost a couple years back. So I think it's near San Diego, if I'm not.
Yeah, it's on the ocean, ocean front. Beautiful track, sort of like the Saratoga of the West Coast. They used to only run a couple months in the summer, but now they do have a winter fall meet because of closure of the other tracks like Golden Gate and Hollywood Park. So yeah, that's where it's going to be. It's going to be a beautiful time. It's going to be a lot of race fans there.
So as you very well know, we do our due diligence. Rob is like the track man. So we did a weather forecast on Friday. I think it's going to be like 66 and partly cloudy. And Saturday it's going to be 65 and sunny. So, I'm trying to figure out. So Rob, who's that favor?
I mean, Del Mar has always been like a speed track, so speed always did well at Del Mar. But maybe this might be, a fair track for everybody, closers and speed. We don't know yet. We will see though, but I would probably stay with the speed horses.
Is it a long stretch, short stretch, or?
And the stretch is long. It's not the shortest. It's a little bit bigger than Keeneland, but the stretch is short. So, like I said, you want to be up on the lead, but there have been closers that win at that track.
Okay, all right, well. So let's just get right to it. We're gonna start off with the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. You want to start off, or you want me to go?
You can go ahead. You long shot Louis. Go ahead.
Yes, shot. I am. Yes, I am. I'm gonna start off with one of my favorites, and East Avenue. East Avenue. Let's see. The trainer is Walsh, number 14 in the nation. Gaffalione, the rider, number 3. And what I like about East Avenue is his average pace is 54.2. From six furlongs to a mile, 52.9. So not much of a drop off. And from 1 mile to a mile and 1/8, it's still 52.2. And he has a lag time of 0.2. Now, if you have a lag time from 0.2 to 1, that's always a good thing. And here's the thing: he has run his last race in a 2-turn race. Now, the thing that bothers me, and I saw it a couple years ago with in a Breeders' Cup race with Jackie's Warrior, a 2-turn can wear a horse out. It's the centrifugal phenomenon. It's the natural force that pushes a horse out, and if he has strong back quarters and good balance, he will be able to adjust. But normally, sometimes that 2-turn will wear a horse out, and the horse that you think is favorite, he will end up 4th, 5th. So I like the fact that East Avenue has run 2 turns, and his average pace is 54.2. I think he should be in the running. My next horse is Chancellor McPatrick. Now, this track favors the speed. He likes to close, and he's had a 4-week layoff. I think Flavian Pratt might be on him, and Chad Brown, who's in the top 10 trainers in the nation. So his average pace at 54.3. Y'all know I'm the stats man. At 50, his average pace is 54.3 from six furlongs to 1. He's at 53, and from a mile to a mile and 1/8, he has a drop off only 0.9 lag time. So I'm definitely loving him. And last but not least, I like Jonathan's Way. My only problem with Jonathan's Way is he hasn't gone 2 turns, and I hope that force, that centrifugal force, doesn't affect him. If not, I expect him to be there because Jonathan's Way his average pace is 54.3 from six furlongs to a mile. It's 53.4. From a mile to a mile and the eighth, it's 52.3, and he has a negative lag time of 0.9. So I expect him to be there. So based on what I've got so far, I think it's a 3 to 4 horse race. I don't think there's going to be any long shots in this race, and it's going to be interesting.
Well, it's probably going to be a little bit boring, but we kind of got the same 3 horses. But mine are in different order.
It's about time.
East Avenue, I like him. He's a good horse, but he's coming out that one hole, which scares me a little bit, especially with juveniles, because we don't know what they're gonna do, and they're only 2 years old, so a lot of things can happen between the starting gate. So I really don't know what they're gonna do, and him coming out that one hole, is a little bit scary to me for just for a 2-year-old. So he would be my third choice. Chancellor McPatrick, I like him too, but he's a closer, and he looks like he's a deep closer from both of his races. And to close, like I said, with 2-year-olds, which are unpredictable, that's going to be a tough task. And it's going to be a lot of speed in this race because they're 2-year-olds. And then my first choice would be Jonathan's Way. He impressed me with his maiden victory. He rated, came and closed. With the second in the Iroquois, which to me was a good field. He took the lead and never looked back, and his lead grew as he got close to the finish line. And after the finish line, it looked like he had more in him. So he would be my number 1 horse in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. But that's all I got. So and those are the 3 favorites. So I don't know if you're gonna win too much money in that race.
But I did mention earlier that Del Mar is in Bobby B's backyard, and he does have gaming in this race. Gaming is going off to 7-1. He might go up the board. Gaming is a viable horse. I think he can be there. His average pace is 54.6, but he drops a little bit from six furlongs to a mile, 51.8, and from a mile to a mile and 8, 51.9. That's the only thing that bothers me. But he does have a plus 0.3 lag time. And like I said, it's Bobby's backyard. And Bobby, he is known to pull a rabbit out of the hat. What you think about gaming?
No, I don't think Gaiman have a chance. I don't think Gaiman is going to even be in the top 5. I just don't like him. I watched his races. To me, he's not special. But because he's trained by Bob Baffert, a lot of people will give him a chance. But I wouldn't. So.
You don't think he's better than Getaway Car or Ferocious? I do like Ferocious.
No, I don't think he's that good, and I just don't think he's that good. I think all of the juveniles that race, that are going to race, they're coming from the East Coast. They are much better horses. They face much better. So I don't like him for that reason.
So when I'm gonna bet in that race, I'm gonna probably put East Avenue on top in my exacta. I'll probably do a $2 exacta, whatever. What hole is he coming out of?
East Avenue.
Yeah.
Oh, he's coming out of one hole.
So I'm gonna do a $2 exacta, 1 all 1. The all is my secret weapon, just in case a bomber runs behind him. And I'll probably do a 4-horse box in the trifecta with East Avenue, McPatrick. I am going to go with, of course, Jonathan's Way, but I am going to go with gaming. Do a $4-horse dollar box, which will cost you $24, and hopefully we'll get a return on our investment.
I would just win Jonathan's Way because I don't see a lot of money in this race. And East Avenue is going to be bet down to probably 8-5, 9-5. So I would probably that's what I would probably do. I would just win Jonathan's Way because he will be a respectable odds, at least 4-1. So that's what I would do.
This race will be entertaining. All right, so let's get to the big boy race, the Classic. I will let you start off so I can debate who you like. Wait a minute. He's been calling me all week and told me he has a long shot, and he has yet to tell me who it is.
You want me to start off? Even though I already know who you're gonna pick, but it's okay. I can start off. It's nothing to me.
Yeah, because I want to know who this long shot is. He's been calling me all week.
is ran at 1.25 miles. They're coming out of chute, so it's a long run up to the first turn. You probably got a quarter mile, a little bit more to the first turn. So the horses I like, my third horse, who I picked to come in third place, would be Newgate. I like his workout times. I like his last couple of races. And he's an older horse, and he looks to be coming in form. So this might be the race that he puts it all together and win. He's been beaten by others in this race, but I like the form he's showing. I love his workout, so that's what drew me to him. Because originally I didn't have him in my top 3, but after a couple looks, he's in my top 3. So for my second choice, I got Forever Young. Forever Young is probably the best horse in this race, period. Better than Fierceness, better than City of Troy. I like him. He could do anything. I seen him in his last race. He was on the lead. He held. We know he could close. He had a little trouble out the gate in the Kentucky Derby. He got bumped down the stretch and still only lost by a head. That was his last 2 races. So for my number 1 pick, he's going off at like 14-1 now, which I think the odds will probably go up a little bit more. And I'm surprised Mr. Analytic didn't see this, but it's Arthur's Ride. Arthur's Ride. He's an up and down horse, and he likes to lead, which is scary to me because a lot of horses like to lead in this race. But I know, looking at his past races, at this distance, he's got the best time out of anybody in this race. I think he ran a 2 minute flat, 2:04 in a race. The fastest time, and I'm surprised he didn't catch it. He usually catch things like that.
Oh, I'm not done.
No, it's over with. You're done. You're done. He didn't catch that.
Oh, I'm going to go home and take a look at it.
But he likes to lead, so which is a little bit scary because there's a lot of horses like to lead. But he's coming out of the 12 hole. Same rider, Junior Alvarado. Okay. Has been riding him all along, and I know if he can get the lead in this race, it's over. If he gets the lead in this race, it's over. He has the fastest time at this distance, and he's a long shot. So I'm putting all my money on the long shot. I'm not, this is long shot weekend, and I don't want to give you no chalks. But over to him now. Let him explain.
Now, did he run a 2 minute flat or a 2 minute .4?
2 minute .4. That's 2 minute flat.
That's not bad.
That's the best in the field. Okay. It can't be bad.
I don't know because I have to go with the person who has brought me this far, and y'all know who I like. Fierceness. One more time, you bet not lay an egg in this race. Fierceness. Last race was the Travers, who he battled Torpedo Anna down the stretch. He ran a 2.1 mile and a quarter, which was very fast. His average pace was 54.9 at 6 furlongs to a mile, 55.5. From 1 to 1/8, 54.6, not a lot of drop off. His lag time is 0.2, and I'm going with Fierceness because I have to go with the person who brought me to the dance. Now, my next horse is Newgate, and like you said, I like Newgate a lot. I was impressed with his last race. Newgate's average time is 55.0, which is a little bit better than Fierceness. From six furlongs to a mile, 54.2, and from a mile to a mile and 1/8. This is what I like the best about Newgate, and I think he can pull the upset. The last time I seen a person with a positive lag time, in which he has, which is a 2.4, was my horse Flatline. He's no Flatline, but Flatline had a positive, I think, 3 lag time, and he has a positive 2.4 lag time. That's something that I invented, and I think Newgate, Bob Baffert's horse, Bobby B's in his backyard, I definitely think Newgate can pull off the upset. Now, I know I may be crazy, but I do like Sierra Leone. Now, if this is a fast-paced race, and which I seen, a couple years ago with Rich Strike, everybody gets out front and they gas. Sierra Leone, and he closes like a freight train. I'm giving Sierra Leone, and I never liked Sierra Leone. I'm giving Sierra Leone a shot at winning this race. What is he going off at?
12 to 1. Morning line, 12 to 1. But he doesn't win. So, I mean, he doesn't win.
Don't win.
He's second, third, fourth.
Don't win.
That's what he do.
And that's the unusual. And he might pull this off. So I'm giving Sierra Leone, and I think he's going to go probably a little bit higher. 15 to 1, maybe 18 to 1.
I doubt it. The bettors like him. And he's always bet down. He probably be around 8 to 1.
You think so?
The bettors like him because he closes and they'll look at all the speed. But sometimes when you see a lot of speed, sometimes there's no speed. Sometimes you pick a speed horse to win. So.
Now this next horse, I couldn't handicap using analytics, so I just had to look at the race and look at him. Is Next. Next has not lost a race, but all his races is further than a mile and a quarter. He's like a mile runner running just one time, around the track. So he's going off at 8 to 1. So I handicapped him on a toe board, 8 to 1. So they know something that I don't know. So I think if he gets out there, he might be able to pull this off. Rob knows more about it than Next than I do.
It's hard.
I don't know.
I seen Next in the summer, but it's hard because he's used to marathon distances. Now, if this was a mile and a half, yes, Next would probably be favored. But it's not a mile and a half, and he's in the 14 hole, and there's a lot of speed to his inside, so it'll be hard for him to get the lead. Although, if you look at his time, even if you look at his the fractions on his time, so even when he did go a mile and a half, his mile and a quarter was faster than Fierceness mile and a quarter. So he is. I mean, he's a contender. I don't know how he gets the lead in this race, and I just don't know how he gets the lead.
And here's the thing. Here's the unknown. You can't afford not to put him in your wagering, because would it be at 8 to 1? What if he does pop up and you didn't put him in there, and then you are hit? All your trifecta, your superfecta, because you like, okay, he's never run a mile and a quarter, or he maybe a off the pace or mid pack horse, but you cannot afford to put him in your exotic wagering. So you just may have to pay for this horse, in which, like I said, I had a hard time handicapping this horse, so I'm just going to have to pay for him. So I threw him in there with Next. Do you like City of Troy?
I like City of Troy. He's one of the best horses in this field too. It's just that I don't think he could get the dirt. I think he's just strictly a turf horse, even though he's out of Justify. He's a great horse.
Yes, he was.
But I just don't think he'll get the dirt. I like him though. I like him. If you were playing the exotics, I would put him in some of my exotics, but I just don't think he'll get the dirt.
Now, coming from the grass to the dirt, you might be a little faster, because the grass will slow you up, and
but once
got better grip on the dirt.
He's got it's gonna be a lot of horses around him, and I just don't think he'll get the dirt. Now, if you're a dirt horse, to me, it's easier running on the turf. Now, if you're just strictly a turf horse, it's hard to transition to the dirt. So
now, what about the travel? Him getting used to the to the
and
track?
he traveled pretty late. He wasn't like I think he got in a couple days ago. He wasn't like Forever Young and all the other Japanese horses. They arrived like a week early, so they've been getting their work in. So I'm really not a City of Troy fan, but it wouldn't shock me if he won. And he's gonna be short odds, so.
I'm not buying the hype. I'm not a City of Troy fan either, or Forever Young. I think Forever Young ran a Tokyo Dirt Mile in 2.04, and I've seen him ran the KD, the Kentucky Derby, in 2.03. I like him, I do, but I don't like him, for the win. I'm just not buying.
He's the best horse in this field, and that's without a doubt. Forever Young is the best horse in this field.
You think he's gonna beat Fierceness?
Forever Young beat him already, but Forever Young is the best horse in this field.
You just don't like Fierceness.
No, I'm saying he's the best horse in this field. So
He gonna beat Newgate.
yes, best horse in this field.
You care to make a little wager on that?
We can after this is over with. But
You know-
Forever Young is the best horse in this
Our,
field.
our usual $1.
Yeah.
All right. It's on. It's on. And,
So, go ahead.
go ahead. And you got anything else to add?
Yeah, so it's the Breeders' Cup. It's like the Olympics of horse racing. So people coming from all around the world. So I had took it upon myself to handicap a couple more races to give you, some long shots, some long shot winners if you choose to use them. So
You're really trying to take my title, aren't you?
yeah. It's time to you like a lot of chalks and your paper's pretty chalky, so it's time to move on. So in the Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile, there's a horse post time. He'll be 12-1 at post time. I like him. I believe that he comes from off the pace, which is a whole lot of speed in this race. My second choice would be Muth. Muth is going off at 8-1. So if you can get one of those, I would take it in a heartbeat.
Excuse me, because Rob don't want to tell me, so I got to write this down while we broadcast. And who's your first pick?
It's called Post Time. Horse for Post Time. He's going off at 12.
Post time. I'm writing this down.
Yep, Post Time 12-1. Dirt Mile, Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile. And then Muth my second 8-1. I liked him. Come back familiar track Del Mar comeback. He should have a good chance to win. The Juvenile Fillies. So it's the Juvenile Fillies. That's
Gotta be
like
Torpedo.
no, that's the Juvenile Fillies. It's
okay.
not the distaff. The Juvenile Fillies is I like a horse called Nooni, Nooni, long shot 20-1. And then another long shot, another 20-1 in that same race. It's called Quick Kick. I like these two horses. I like their form, and you win a lot of money if you pick those horses.
Y'all see I'm writing this down.
And the sprint, the Breeders' Cup Sprint, Dirt Sprint, Raging Torrent is going to be 10-1. He's coming out the 1 hole. Right to his outside in the 2 hole will be Federal Judge ridden by Irad Ortiz. Now that's going to be the chalk.
Rock Star?
Yeah, that's going to be the chalk. He's going to be like 2-1, but Raging Torrent at least going to be 10-1. I love him.
Irad Ortiz is a rock star. That's my boy. I love him.
And then in the Breeders' Cup Filly, the distaff, Torpedo Anna, to me, is the best horse probably on the planet. She's going to win that race, so I would just take her. But I got a 40-1 long shot that should come in second called Sugarfish. Remember that name, Sugarfish, 40-1, coming in behind Torpedo Anna. The Breeders' Cup Turf, which would be the last race of the Breeders' Cup. I couldn't find any long shot because all the overseas horses look great. So I picked one. It's called J.R. Reeby. He's 4-1, and he got turned a foot like I haven't seen in a long time. So pick him 4-1. Take it. I would take it 4-1. That's not bad odds. And then in the mile turf, I got another long shot, 15-1. It's Chili Flag. I'm giving you money, folks. Take it.
All right, Rob. Let's go back to the race that Torpedo Anna is in. And what was the horse's name?
Sugarfish.
Sugarfish going off at 40-1?
40-1.
Now, remember, during our early broadcast, it's not if your horse wins. It's about making money. So if Torpedo Anna goes off at like 4-5, you'll get back what? I'm just throwing this out there. $1 for every 2 you put on it, so that's 3. But if this horse goes off at 40-1 and comes in second or third, I'm throwing it out there again. You might get back like 14, 15, or something like 20.
Or if you do it exacta,
right,
you at least get, for $2, you'll probably get $30 or $40 for the exacta.
So in that race, it doesn't matter who wins the race. It's about making money in that race. So me personally, I would place to show that horse. Just put a little, $10, $10, $15 a place to show on that horse. And if she comes in second, I make more money.
Make more money.
And that's what we're here for, to make more money. So, anything else?
I have nothing else.
And that is our picks for the Breeders' Cup series. Good luck to you. My man Rob, he's not gonna take my crown. Guys, I'm gonna come back in here when when you see us again and we
Yeah,
recap the races, I will have on my crown.
and we can go over everything. I said mine is on paper, so I'm not worried. So yeah, I feel very confident in my picks. So if you want to run with the winners, run fast.
Exactly.
Please like and subscribe to all our socials. Any comments, put them directly in there. We'll respond to them. Any questions, any horses you want us to handicap for you, please DM us. We'll get right back to you. We're giving out free games, so if you want this free game, hit us up on the socials.
What'd you say earlier? Stacks and stacks?
Stacks and stacks and stacks.
This weekend is stacks, man. So, once again, money won is a lot sweeter than money earned. We'll see you in the winner's circle.
Peace.